Is the snare lost in your mix? And then you pull the volume up and it just sounds like this? Well, today I'm going to show you the solution. Hey guys, Joey here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get your snare to sit perfectly every time. We're going to pull this off by adding compression to an instrumental bus. Let's set it up and you'll see what I mean. To start, we're going to send all of our instruments to a bus. The idea is that everything in this bus is going to duck when the snare hits. I like leaving vocals and any other kind of special effects out of this since the snare doesn't really get in their way. Plus, if they're changing volume too much, it's just going to sound weird. Let's push the snare volume up to a point where we can really feel the impact. Cool. Now let's put a compressor on our instrumental bus. I'm going to use JST Finality for this example, but you can use any compressor. Just make sure to keep the attack and release pretty fast. We're only going to want the instrumental to react to the transient of the drum. Set the threshold to a point where your snare is getting most of the reduction. A good level to shoot for is around 3 dB of gain reduction each time the snare is hit. That already sounds so much better. Something you might notice is that the kicks are also triggering the compressor. That's a good thing because it helps give all of the drums a little bit more impact. But for what we're going to be covering today, just make sure that the kicks don't steal your compressor's focus. So how can we take this effect even further? By processing the snare. Since we know our bus compressor is going to keep our snare controlled, let's make it as large as we can. I'm going to start with a clipper to add a little bit of body. Great, now each snare hit feels thicker. Next, let's get more size with the reverb. Awesome. The last step is to clean up our effects with some EQ. The first thing I'm noticing is that the clipping added a little bit too much mud. A cut between 200 to 300 Hertz should help. The reverb took a little bit of the edge out, so we're going to bring this back with a high frequency boost. Great, let's listen back to our processing and see how the snare has changed. The snare has a ton of size and presence, but doesn't ruin our mix because of the bus compression. And that's it. Bus compression is an essential tool for getting a modern sounding recording. Just be aware of what elements you're compressing together and how fast your attack and release are set. Do you use an instrumental bus? How do you process it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more stuff like this, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Hit that bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. That's all for this one. Until next time, happy mixing.